Hello guys, welcome back to your channel. This is Ojesh Agrawal and today we are here in Woolworths, which is one of the grocery stores here in Australia, and this is the most common place from where people buy their groceries, and there's some maintenance job going on over there. And I just wanted to show you some price of commodities over here. And right now I just want to show you about wraps. Like for example, these are the wraps. Current aya. So these are the wraps that I used to eat before until I came to the realization that these are not super healthy. But this is one of the best things that you can get. So you can roll it to make it a burrito, and it's just $4.50. And in that we are getting 7 wraps. And don't fall into this trap because in my opinion that's not true. So wraps is something that international students mostly can eat frequently. For example, if you want to go to work, so get some onion cut, get some capsicum, get some carrot, get some curry or something, and just apply it and roll it and make it a burrito and leave it in the fridge for tomorrow or for the next day. And you can, like, while running to university or to your work, you can just eat it. And the other thing that I wanted to show was the butter. The butter that I eat is... Where is that? So the butter that I eat sometimes is this one, because the one that I eat mostly is not something that I'm able to find right now. So this butter is a good one, because most of the butter that we find here in Woolies and Coles that I have came across are made up of oil, just emulsified oil. So this is around $1 for 100 grams, which is pretty cheap. And it's very good to have butter, like replacing oil with butter. And the other thing that I tend to eat a lot, because I just spoke about wraps. So apart from wraps, so this is Woolies salted butter. This is a little cheaper, but I prefer the other one that I showed previously. Then apart from wraps, most of the international students prefer eating sandwiches in the breakfast, because it is one of the quickest thing to prepare. And the one that is very cheap and affordable over here in Australia is this one of Woolies, and this is 24 slices for around $4.75. And this one is cheap, but if you want to add some flavor to it, there is this... I don't know why I'm not able to find all those things that I really want to show. So there's one cheese which is called smoky barbecue flavor, something like that. Yeah, this one, smoky cheese slices. This is one of the best cheese that I have had till now. Recently I was introduced to this, and it's a little expensive than what I showed before. It is for around $3.50 for 250 grams, and the other one was $4.75 for 500 grams. So it's a little expensive, but then if you want some taste to be added to your sandwich, or you just want to eat a cheese slice, I highly recommend to take one of the smoky cheese ones. And then here we come to the most unhealthy section, which is about chips, and it is one of the most expensive sections. So I'll just show you a simple thing. So for example, this is around 114 grams. So just have a look over here. So any two for $7. So you take any two of those, which is around 250 grams, for just $7. So it says just $7, but spending $7 for 2 packets of chips is something that is very expensive. And if you look at the health star rating, here you will find this. So I just wanted to also add to this is that in Australia, if you see any food material, you will have this health star rating over it. For example, these are salted peanuts, right? So obviously we know that it has added salts, added flavor and things like that. So see, the health star rating is 4.5 over 5. So it does not mean that the health star rating, it does not mean that if it is 4.5, it does not mean it is very healthy. It just says that compared to other options available in the market, it's on the level of 4.5. Like for example, if you were to take normal peanuts, it would be 5-star, but these are with respect to the original ones in comparison at the rating of 4.5. Now here is spring water that I don't drink as an international student. And the other thing that I wanted to show was Maggie. There is Maggie. So the Maggie, this packet, which is generally around 100 rupees back in India, of around 560 grams, I think. Yeah, 560 grams, 8-pack Maggie. Yeah, here it is written. 560 grams, 8-pack Maggie. This will be around $4.50. And see, it's worst. It's something very bad that you can just eat. And then we have got Shin Ramen. And so if you're going to buy Shin Ramen, this is one of the, I would not say most delicious, but I would say that it is one of the most spicy noodles that I have ever had. And I am not a big fan of this. It is around $5.60 here in Woolies. But if you go to any Asian grocery store or Indian grocery store, preferably Asian grocery store, you'll find it for cheaper rate. Next thing that I want to show is, cup noodles I wanted to show. Because this is something that you can have, but it is again one of the most unhealthiest options, which is cheaper. But again, it is better to have something instead of skipping the meal. So that's an amazing thing. Now, let's go to other section and look for ice creams. So, back in India, I was a big fan of, I don't know if you know about it or not, Tornado. That is one of the ice creams. I was a big fan, but after that I came here and then figured out that this brand of ice cream has very good flavor. This one chocolate flavor in this one, which is good, but you can see that ice cream here is quite expensive, which is around $10.50 for only 400 milliliters. So it's a little expensive. I would not recommend you to invest money on something like this until and unless you're craving a lot for it. Okay, and then we have got some frozen yogurt over here. I'm not a big fan of it, and you can just pause the video and look into the details of contents and things like that. And I wanted to show the breakfast that most of the Australians do, and probably because I've never eaten these things back in India, but you might also find this as one of the easiest option to have in breakfast. So this is called Wheat Bix. So it is basically, I don't know how to say, oats will be the best suitable thing to say. So it's quite cheap. It is, for example, it has 1.2 kilograms for $6. It is very cheap. And here I think they mention the number of bricks. I don't know, but yeah, it's a little cheaper option when we are comparing to other options while making a breakfast for yourself. Now I'd like to show you the price of eggs. So eggs, it depends upon what kind of egg you're so it depends upon what kind of egg do you really want to buy. So there are different things like organic, and then ethical eggs, and free range, and caged eggs, and things like that. So it ranges from around $12.50 for 12 eggs to very cheap, $7.15 for 12 eggs. So it all depends upon which kind of egg, and it all depends upon what kind of food you are preferring to eat. But in a long term, I don't think that it makes a bigger difference, because anyway the hens are forced to produce eggs, no matter how, if they are caged or not. So apart from this, there are some stationery materials that you can obviously see here in Woolies, but Woolies here is Woolworths. But I would highly recommend, if you guys really want some pen, pencil, stationery materials, go to Kmart or go to IKEA. That's much cheaper than comparing, when we compare it to what we get in Coles and Woolworths. I'll really wind up this video by showing the price for the milk. And so here in Australia, you don't get milk for 1 day or 2 days. So people here store milk for around 10-15 days, and it comes in a bottle like this. So this is a light milk, light milk which has a little less fat. It is around $4.50, which is a pretty affordable option at the moment, because in between they try to increase the price and there was a lot of things happening. That's why they had to bring down the prices. And as you can see, the expiry date for the milk is around 18th of April. And today when I'm shooting the video, it's 4th of April, so it is 14 days later. And then there's this full cream milk, and they've changed the brand, I'm sure, because this is not the brand that they have most of the time. And you can see health star rating is just 4.5, and the price is also $4.50, and it is quite cheap. Then we have got different options here. We have got oat milk, soy milk, and things like that. You can obviously check it out on Woolworths website if you want. And let me know in the comment section if you really want to see something else or something that I have not covered. This video is getting a little long. That's the only reason why I'm stopping this over here. And I hope you are enjoying, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.